for anyone out there listening, could you give us maybe a brief breakdown on the difference between what depression could mean or look like and what just sadness will look like? Because we don't want people to get confused.
Yes. Okay, so the main difference is it's normal to feel sad. It's a part of one of our primary emotions. So sadness, it's needed. But there is a problem when you feel a constant feel of loss, of low mood and negative emotion. So if there is a negative event that occurs and you feel sad for it, that's okay, as long as it lasts for like days and weeks. But when these type of feelings continues during your life, and especially it increase in the way that it's of the symptom of it, then there is something that is wrong. Especially the clinical setting, the clinical definition of a disorder is when it disrupts your daily life. So when depression makes you unable to actually carry on the thing that you're doing, that becomes a problem. And there are many types of depression. There is, like, for example, according to the Diagnostic Statistical Manual of every psychologist probably know it. And there are many types. There is like the major depressive disorder, which is an intensive feeling of the symptoms, of the negative symptoms, especially low mood or like loss of pleasure. People usually who experience it have many heavy symptoms of also disruption on your daily life, like, for example, your sleep pattern, your diet, the exercise, which is fundamental. There is also the persistent depressive disorder, which basically is more a chronic feeling. So while in the major depressive disorder, you have a high experience of the low mood that it lasts usually 2 weeks. In the chronic, it has to last for like at least 2 years, but the symptoms are milder, like they are not as
extreme.
Yes, I think it's extreme.
Yeah.
One.
Okay.
So there are this one, like the persistent depressive disorder is the most common one, I would say. And it's also more like, you can find it more in the Western country. So that's the thing. Usually these two, like there are many others, but I focus more my research regarding these two.
Oh, okay, I see. And so you say obviously it can be a cycle, and I suppose when you say like depression can lead to lack of sleep and not eating properly, I can see why maybe they correlate, because gamers, when I gaming, I tend to get less sleep, potentially eat things I shouldn't, aren't healthy for me. So I can see why they go almost hand in hand sometimes.